Okay, guys, so how's she going today? It's kind of a not rainy day for a fucking once. It's actually sunny out. Give you a quick look here. A little cloudy, partly cloudy, but sunny. And I think I do have to mow again. Doesn't look super bad, but we have actually. This is the only good day we're gonna have, because then tomorrow is going to be severe weather, so that's going to be lovely. I think for Saturday and Sunday they're talking some severe weather, so I got to get my shit done today. Yesterday, yesterday my gutter broke, so I couldn't do anything with it yesterday, so I just got done fixing it today. The one on the front house, well, there's two on the front house, but on the west side of the house, on the front side, whatever, over my bedroom window there, the elbow sometimes clogs up with shit, and sometimes if you just tap them, then the water pressure from above will push them down. Well, it didn't move, so it kind of got a little bit more violent with it, and then it popped off. So, because it's only held on with one screw, but it's getting, these gutters are not even like, well, they're aluminum or something stupid, but they're ripping, which is kind of stupid too. They're ripping. So because I went to go put that elbow back on, and of course, well, they cut it and then they bend it, and of course then they drill a little hole through it. That's where you screw it onto. Well, it's actually being ripped. Like, I don't, from what, I don't know. Maybe just the weight of the downspout or the extent, or the elbows and stuff pulling on it. But yeah, how much longer these gutters will last, I have no effing clue, because for one thing, they're undersized for my size of house. They should have been like 10 times bigger, because when they, I think even when they're not clogged, there's still water overflowing. But I think it might be just because it's blocked, like it was yesterday. It was blocked, so I had to go, and it's actually a good thing that it did pop off anyway, because it was actually stuck. It was actually clogged right where that elbow goes up to the bottom of the gutter. So I just grabbed the big metal rod and I stabbed it, and of course all the stuff came down and all over the fucking house, and got the house all dirty and shit. But when it's gonna rain some more anyways, I'll let fucking Mother Nature clean it up for me. So it's not that bad, but the rain will take care of it. So I was gonna actually try to I had to actually do a redneck fix last night, because it was pissing rain and I didn't want to be out too long working on this fucking shit. I did make a video on it, but I don't think I'm going to upload it. I actually had to take the snow shovel, or the roof rakes extension rods and stuff, and put them all together. Like, you get those the snow rakes or whatever for the top of your roof to get the snow off your roof. Well, I got one of those, right? Well, I had to use a couple of them to just make a redneck deal to even keep it on there. But I had to come in here and grind one of the tips, because someone had used it as a fucking battering ram and destroyed it. So it's all out of round now and everything. So I think it's pretty much done. I'm going to have to buy me another snow rake. And I'll just keep it here in the shop, I guess, where it's out of the way and where people won't use it as a fucking battering ram. Because now it's completely destroyed. It's unusable now. So yeah. So that's what I gotta do. I just gotta get all brand new gutters for this fucking house too. It's kind of a joke. I've never seen gutters rip like they are. I mean, I've heard of them you know, of course, you know, breaking off or rusting. These are actually rusting through too. So how they're rusting, if it's aluminum, I don't know. But there must be some steel in there too. Then if it's rusting, but it's noon. That's lovely. So I don't know if because when I touched the bottom side of it, like the side that you would actually see when you walk underneath the gutter, it's got some kind of feeling on it, like what my shop's made out of, like the siding stuff here. This is what it kind of feels like, almost like this stuff. But that's just for the look. But I don't know. I want some real good freaking gutters for this house. I'm telling you, that's gonna be another. That's gonna be another thing I gotta get done too. Besides the garage door, and then I got a couple of windows that need to be replaced because they're broken and stuff. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun fucking repair time for this fucking stupid piece of shit house. Well, that won't be happening for another year or two. So hopefully everything can hold up for another year. So this guy needs to seriously get on his mower. He's home today. This guy. And he needs to be out fucking mowing his lawn. Like, don't wait a month like he did last year. I mean, last year it was so tall that he couldn't mow it. He had to get the guy down here with the big New Holland and mow it. Like, really? Why don't you just fucking get here and mow it? Jesus. I have to mow. I'm fucking mowing today. I'm going to probably mow later because right now the grass is actually still wet. So I think it rained. Or it wasn't from the rain. It was actually from the fog. Because it was awful foggy, I guess, this morning. And I guess all the fog just finally right down to the ground. So, got everything re-wet again, and yeah. And I got a feeling that I'm probably going to most likely have to reseed my gardens again, because now we're getting so much fucking rain that I don't know if the seeds are even going to hold on. But I wanted to seed before a small rainstorm, because then I wouldn't have to water for a couple days. Well, now we're getting too much. What we got yesterday was just perfect, because it was just like a light rain and it did it all day. Well, today is the only good day that we're going to have, but it's not going to dry out in one day. It needs like 2-3 days to dry out in the gardens. So, and then tomorrow, and then the next day they're talking severe weather, and we're 4 out of a 5, whatever chance of a tornado. Which, wow, or actually no, it was actually no, I think it was a 4 out of 10. Apparently, I don't know. However, they fucking do that rating shit for tornadoes. So, but even if we were a 10 out of 10, we still wouldn't really get anything. It just never really happens around here. You might get a little tail, but that's about it. You're not gonna get our tornado actually touching down. It's been years since that's ever happened. So, and it can just keep staying that way too. So, yeah, I'll probably mow later. I'm not gonna do a video on it. I'm just gonna want to get done, so I can mow a lot faster without having to deal with a fucking camera in my hand. It would be nice if I had like that one guy said, if I had a mount for my camera for the GoPro, because then I could just mount it on the tractor or whatever, you know, and just let it do its own thing. Yeah, but I don't have the right mounts. I got one mount, but I don't think it'll work, so I'm not even going to waste my time trying. I bought that for something else, and it was too small. I got to get something a little bit bigger. So I have an idea, I think, what I need to get, but for right now, it's just not going to happen. So, because I need to get shit figured out over here, and, you know, get my bills paid off and stuff, so sure I can go blow money again like I used to be able to do, but, you know, what can you do? The hell was that? Give me 1 minute. I heard something stupid. Okay, sorry about that. That was just mother banging some shit around, trying to tear my house apart. Whatever. So, yeah, give her. So yeah, that's just, I guess what I got to do is get this piece of shit fixed up, and something else that I'm going to do too, I noticed that, well, it don't help with the cats tearing at them, but that's the cats are doing it. But if, I guess I can use your shop as an example. Well, you know how you have like your concrete foundation, and then you have your house sitting on that. Well, there's usually like a cavity in between that. That's what I got at my house. I don't know how your house is, but that's how it is at mine. And there's insulation in between there. And the cats are tearing them out one by one. Like they're somehow getting to each little section and ripping the shit out. I know in the corner of the house, not sure. I think actually the old cable wire went through there because there's actually a hole there. And well, of course, we took the cable out and everything, but there's still insulation there. That, you know, just regular insulation crap that you'd get in a roll. Not the spray foam kind of stuff, but you know, the stuff that you'd put in the walls. And well, they somehow managed to pull that one out, and then right above the window, this is where I blocked it off at the other end. Now they're still fucking trying to get up there, so I might have to get rid of my cats because this is driving me fucking batty up the wall. But they used down in the basement. They used to climb the stud, and then they would play up in between the dewies and pull all the insulation out and, you know, play with it, tear it up. How they don't get itchy from it, I don't know. But so they keep pulling the shit out, and now they're back to getting up in there again. Like I had blocked it off, still trying to get up there, or they have been getting up there because mother's starting to complain again that they're making rattly noises up there and beating themselves against something. I don't know fucking what. And from time to time I can hear it too, but she's right above that. You know, I'm more off to the side, so I don't hear it as much. But so I don't know. It's just, you know, I can't keep fucking blocking shit off because it seems like when you block one thing off, they just go find another one to fucking destroy. Like it never quits. So if we just had one cat, it wouldn't be too bad. But you know, we have many fucking cats, and I'm tired of it. And I spend a lot of money on these fucking cats, and it's getting to be old. You know, because I don't have money really to be paying. I don't have all this kind of money, you know, to pay all my bills off, and then to pay for that too. Like it's a little bit on the fucking hard side. So I may have to get rid of some of the cats because it's driving me fucking batty up the wall, like I said, and I don't have money to, you know, just go blow for myself. You know, I mean, I'll get some small things, but I can't get things that are worth $200, $300, $400 like I used to be able to do. I can only get one thing at a time, you know. So, like, I can't do anything because I mean, yeah, I got medical bills and stuff too. I got to pay off. Well, I can't have cats too and waste, you know, $100 on cat food and kitty litter. I mean, that's how much I'm spending on cat food and kitty litter. It's about $100. It's just nuts. And then I still have a $600 or $700 fucking vet bill that I got to deal with too, from the time when I had to take my one cat in to get his teeth ripped out, to get my other cats fixed, which are no longer here. They're dead now, or they ran off or something stupid anyway. I know one got killed by a dog. And first of all, we got this new set, and I'm really debating if I want to fix them because I know what's going to happen. I fix them up, or I fix them, get them declawed, you know, and whatnot. And a year or two later, they get killed by something. I mean, it's money down the fucking drain that it's not worth fighting over anymore. So, I mean, I guess I could just give the cats to my grandma, since she seems to enjoy fucking spending thousands of dollars on cat food and kitty litter and shit. And, you know, I'm not that kind of person that wants to spend all that kind of fucking money on cat food. So, I'd rather spend the money on paying off my bills, you know, buying tools that I may need, you know, or something. I mean, there's tons of tools that I need. Can't get any of them. I want to get, you guys remember that video a while ago. I wanted to get a new ladder. Get a little giant ladder. Well, they're what, $180 something a piece? Or for like a 17-footer or whatever the hell it is that I wanted. well, I can't get that because I'm spending too much on cat food, and of course I got all these bills, and it's getting to be nuts over here. And so I don't know. I don't really want to give them to my grandma either because she's the type of person that will let her cats just breed and not give a damn. Because we've been in this situation about like 10, 15 years ago. Her cats would just keep breeding because she wouldn't get them fixed. She wouldn't do anything. And we bitched her out enough to the point where she just got rid of them. Well, she's back to doing it, starting up again. Well, it's because everyone keeps fucking dumping their cats here in town. They wander over to my place. Then they eventually wander over to her place. So, it's back to square one again. She's already got 4 or 5 cats running around on the farm. Well, don't know if they're boys or girls. Well, I'm sure there's probably some boys and some girls there. You know, somewhere in that damn mix. So, you know what a boy and a girl do. You know, a boy cat and a girl cat. You know what they do. That's all they do every day. So, you know. So, and I got a feeling that, you know, if I give my grandma my cats, that's what's gonna happen. They're just gonna go sit there and breed, and then I gotta go there 10 years from now or whenever she decides to, you know, go 6 feet underground. Well, then I'm the one that's gotta go clean up her fucking mess, and I'm trying to avoid that. But what can I do? So I'm not gonna go drive a fucking hour to, you know, like a pound, because the nearest pound around here for cats and dogs is an hour away, and I ain't driving an hour. It ain't worth my time. You know. I mean, the way that my grandma did it back in the day is the way I want to do it now. Is it nice to do? No. But we just take them out in the middle of nowhere and we let them go. They like being outdoor anyway. They're outdoor cats, pretty much. So, mine are. I don't even hardly see my cats anymore, especially now since it's the fucking summertime. I don't even see them. I haven't seen my one boy cat in probably 4 days. So, I don't know. I don't know if that one cat's staying at someone else's house. I don't know. Maybe someone else has been taking care of him and they let him go and he just wanders back over here. I don't fucking know, but, you know, it's sickening. I'm getting tired of it. You know, I want to get my bills paid off so I don't have to deal with them, you know. I mean, it's just stupid. It's getting to be such a fucking joke around here. I mean, I want to at least keep 1 or 2, but I don't want to keep the whole fucking damn herd of cats that I got over here. Now, a lot of them do stay outside, so they just eat, you know, birds, mice, whatever. But they still come in and give my cats other problems. Because someone has got worms again. Well, you know, if you don't give them worm medicine, then they just spread it throughout the whole fucking cat herd, and then they all get sick and eventually die. So, you know. And then, you know, and of course then we have to buy, we did buy flea medicine for our cats. I think it was Frontline. Stuff's kind of expensive. But that shit honestly does not work for the amount of cats we have. If you had 1 or 2 cats, maybe 3 max, this shit would probably work good. But when you got multiple cats, it costs me a lot of money. And it doesn't work too well. Because now the fleas are overpowering the medicine. So, but I've found other ways to help control the flea problem in my house by just using white vinegar and water. And that kills them. Slows them down anyway, but it mostly kills them. So, I mean, we always have white vinegar on hand, so I think Mother gets the small bottles for herself because she'll cook food with that. And then she bought the big 1-gallon container for me because, or it could be the opposite way too. I don't know. I usually go through a lot of vinegar when I have to spray, but, so, and I'll probably have to spray for those red bugs that I got wandering around my front house again. But that's easy. That's just soap and water. So that's not a big deal. And this time I got that big 2-gallon sprayer, so it's really going to be nice. Because before I usually just use like a little handheld sprayer bottle thingy do, you know. You know, 4 or 5 good squeezes of that, and that damn thing's empty already. So this is a 2-gallon sumbitch, which I think it's overkill for what I got to do. So I might end up buying a 1-gallon, just keeping the 2-gallon for weed control. Probably should. I need to buy some dandelion spray, I think, but because I'm getting dandelions, and my neighbor's got them terrible here. Look at them. They always start at his place, and they somehow wander over to mine. And look at them. They're just crazy at his yard. Of course, well, he hasn't even mowed yet. I've already mowed once. But after this second cut, they should start growing at my house pretty good. So, well, they are on the front lawn. Jesus Christ, kids. So, yeah. It's like an endless battle over here. And, of course, my mother wants to go get these cats fixed. And I'm really debating if I want to spend the kind of money, because it's a waste of money. Because that's the way it was last year, or all the years before when I lived here. I spent money getting my cats fixed. 2 of them, I think, took off. 1 got killed by a dog. And I'm not sure what happened to the other ones, but I'm missing cats. Do I want them back? Obviously not, but... Well, I want the 1 cat back, but she got killed by the dog. So, the other ones I don't really give a shit about, but I actually got a cat over at the neighbor's yard. You're not going to be able to see him, but he's got some kind of a scratching problem underneath his damn neck, and of course he just loves to tear at it, so it's all red and raw. But I've been putting stuff on it, some kind of a little lotiony crap for the cats. I don't know what it's called, but it's supposed to help. But he don't come back enough, so I can't give it to him enough. I'm supposed to give it to him every day. Well, he's gone for 2-3 days at a time, so I kind of pack it on. But then he'll stay in for the night, because that stuff has to be able to get absorbed into his skin. So it's a mess. It's just a nightmare over here. Plus, he's got breathing problems. But the vet said that it probably would come back over time, and it kind of has. But she said that you could buy the medicine again and give it to him, and it would fix his breathing problem, but only for a limited time. Like, he'll have that for the rest of his life, but if you want to make it easier for him, you can buy the medicine, and so he can breathe a little better. If it was just him, I wouldn't have a problem buying it. But when I have all these other cats that have to have medicine for other crap, it's hard to maintain them all. If I just had him, it wouldn't be too bad then, because then I could give him everything, but I can't. Well, he's declawed, and he's fixed, and he doesn't have any teeth. So, but he's the oldest cat. That one that's over there in the neighbor's yard. He's the oldest one. So I think he's only about probably about 5 or 6 years old. I'm not sure how old he is, but mother said he's starting to look like an old man, but I don't think so. Cats live for like 18 years, so he ain't that old. My other cat that's at the farm, Goldie, I've had him ever since I was like, 13, 14, probably even longer than that, I don't remember, but he's getting up there in age, unfortunately, so I don't think he'll be around too much longer. He's kind of gone blind a little bit in one eye, and he's been in some nasty fights, so, but whatever. He just stays at the farm. He doesn't come over here, so yeah, he's getting older. But, I mean, I want to get rid of my cats, but I want to give them away to... give them away to someone that wants cats. So then I know that they're going to a home and they're not going to be tore up by a fox or something stupid. And I don't want them really going over to the farm, because then they'll just sit there, breed. Then I have to go in later on with a 12 gauge and take care of it. I don't want to have to do that. I shouldn't have to do that. I shouldn't have to clean up someone else's fucking mess. So it's not the way I want to go. But apparently that's just the way I'm going to have to go at some point. Do I want to go take a 12 gauge to them? No, not really. I don't want to. But if it comes right down to it, I'm going to have to, because that's the only way I can end this problem. Because it's getting to be out of... It's getting down that road again to being out of control, like it was 10, 15 years ago. So... And it's getting that way here too. And I don't want them anymore. I don't want to have to keep spending hundreds of fucking dollars on cat food and kitty litter. You know, it's just ridiculous. It's just sickening. So if we didn't have all these cats, I could be paying off my bills so much quicker and so much easier. I wouldn't have a problem. Now I have to pay off this plumber that I got going on. You know, well, one more month and I'll be done with him, hopefully. So, but then I gotta find another plumber that's got a snake on, or a camera on his snake. He's got to come snake my main drain to see if it's broken. If it's broken, then he has to fix that. That's going to run in the fucking thousands. I'll be paying on that for the next fucking year. And I would like to pay at least, you know, with him, I'd like to at least pay like $100 or if not a little more, you know, so that way that bill will jump down quick. If you only pay $25 to $50, you're going to be there a while. And some bills I am only paying $25, but they're not. They agreed to it, so. But I can't pay everyone $100 like they think that they want. You know, everyone wants 100 plus. It ain't gonna happen. You know, sickening. So I'm just gonna have to do what I can, I guess, and get this problem fixed, and. I guess see what else the hell I can do. Because not only is my house falling apart, well, you know, the cats are kind of fucking it up too by pulling all the insulation out. And of course, they're clawing at the foam on the walls, you know, to insulate the basement. Well, they're at that. And every chunk they take off just costs me more money in heating bills because my heat will go up. You know. Of course, well, some of that I kind of ripped out myself too, but I was hoping to have waterproof that basement, but that's never going to happen because $60 to $80 a can for waterproof paint for the basement is just ridiculously nuts. So, you know, well, you know, what the hell can you do, right? So it's just going to cost me. It's going to cost me a lot of money living here because it needs to be fixed up. So I'd rather spend my money fixing up the house on the farm because that's where I'll be living. Once my grandma dies, that's where I'll be moving back to. So then I got to turn around and go fix up that house. So why should I spend 30 grand fixing up this house when I got to turn around and go spend another 30 grand at that place? But she won't move out. My uncle won't move out because they don't really have anywhere else to move to. So, you know, can't kick them out. But I guess for this house, I'll just fix what's necessary, which is just, you know, the gutters and the garage door, and then that's probably pretty much it. Fuck the windows. I'll probably just let the basement fucking flood, and it can be someone else's fucking problem. So, because I'm not going to spend all kinds of money on this house. So, unless mother wants to stay here, but I'm not. I don't like staying here. I don't mind the house, you know, when it doesn't have problems, but the traffic's annoying. Kids are annoying because they scream like fucking bloody murder, like someone's being killed over there. They snoop. Like yesterday when I was trying to fix, you know, do a redneck fix to my gutter, all the fucking there was some girl sitting in the window saying, "What the hell is he doing with that big rod?" Like, I can hear that shit, you know. You got the fucking window open, you retard. I thought you were in school to learn, not, you know, stare at people trying to do stuff to their house. Like, get a life. You don't see me. I don't fucking sit over there and stare at them all fucking day. You know, like, oh, I wonder what that kid's learning. I don't give a shit what the hell you're learning. You know, stupid fucking kids. But like, you know, what are you gonna do? So, anyways, guys, I'm gonna take off. This video will get too long, and it'll take me all day to upload. So, do apologize for a boring video. I just don't have nothing going on. I'll probably end up mowing later, and then trimming as well. I'll probably have to run to the farm and do some trimming there too. I got to cut the roadsides and stuff and whatnot. So, because that's probably about due. Because I usually mow the stuff at the farm every other time I mow here. So, because I don't need to mow it all the time. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm going to take off. So, I guess have a good day and stuff. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Take her easy.